Lane County's in Oregon. Our county seat is Eugene, so we're about halfway through the state. We have 4,600 square miles in Lane County. We extend from the ocean up to the mountains. Lane County is a fabulous place to live, work, and play. The variety of environments that you can get to very quickly. It's an hour from the ocean, it's an hour from the mountains where you can ski or hike or fish. We have rivers and lakes and bike trails. It's a fabulous place. About July of last year, I started thinking that we needed to do something different, and what was the best way to really find out what we could do to change Lane County. What I was looking for in Innovate Lane County was, how can we do it better?
We strategized about ways to generate information in Lane County, to look at, really to challenge ourselves, to look at how we're doing business, to throw out all those structures and rules and rethink it. Were there ways to be more efficient, more effective? Were there redundancies in services? Were there things we could do away with?
When I first became county administrator, I started job shadowing with various employees throughout the county to find out what they did and how they did it. And as I was job shadowing, I discovered that even within divisions of the same departments, we were doing things in different ways. And some of the things we were doing were much more efficient and allowed us to provide more services to residents than in other areas. And as I talked more to our employees, I discovered a lot of those ideas had been generated by the employees.
We looked at the employees as really holding, if you will, the answer to those questions, and how do we get to those employees and how do we ask them questions in a way that it makes sense and in the way that we close the loop, so we get back with them on what it is they shared with us and what it is we did with that.
Innovate Lane County was a fun and exciting initiative for the Information Services Department staff, because this is a group of people that truly enjoy solving and analyzing problems and presenting solutions that make things better in terms of service delivery or lower cost or higher value.
Lane County Parks looked at the assets that we had and how we could better utilize them. One example is Mount Pisgah, where we had a large event field, but we didn't have the facilities necessary to host large events. So we asked the Board of County Commissioners to help us invest in an electrical project to bring electricity to the field so that we could host large events that would ultimately help bring more revenue into the division.
When we look at ideas and innovations that Lane County Youth Services have had, throughout my 30 years here, Youth Services has always been very creative. So when given that invitation, that opportunity, we think we embraced it. When we looked at sort of efficiencies, we talked about ways we could utilize other divisions and departments already doing services. We looked at reducing duplication. Do you need business management in each area? Do you need personnel in each division? How can we streamline that? We were entering restitution in 3 different places. So when we work with our IT department, take a look at how can we do that one entry, so we reduce the time in a third. That creates more time for office support staff to enter other data.
Innovate Lane County wasn't about cost reduction, and I tried to make that very clear to all of our employees right at the very start. How can we continue to provide services that we otherwise won't be able to? How can we provide better customer service to our residents who still need those services?
It's important to hear from the county administrator that she was looking for these kind of ideas, because it starts at the top. There has to be a commitment at the top.
Liane moves quickly has brought a pace to our county government that I haven't seen in my 26 years as a county employee, and it's great, but how do you bring everybody along? She stuck with this. We did the process, we did the program, we followed through on the process, and it's been a year, and we're finishing up with, okay, now it's been a year, what are we doing? So we're actually doing that next level of not only telling people, what happened, but it's been a year and now where are we going next? And so I think it's just now a way of life.